A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He uncorks one deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab, it's Wallace. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stribling. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Lacey. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Power football with the run. Hard running there. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Stockton. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Started on this drive from the 24. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Fires left. Got his man. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got a little space. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this.
There he goes. It's a running room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Third and Let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Simmons. And the third down pass is incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
The Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Buys a little time. Stands in and takes the hit. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make him go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Wallace. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
The quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the run.
Right back up top on second and 10. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And
this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Bell. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to change this route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Time to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fair catch, called for and made. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. On first down from the 13-yard line. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Say what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's dealt. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quick pass on the fly motion. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Simmons. They're setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. It's fourth down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Punt is on its way. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to run it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Grant. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Off play action. Shoots it to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Grant. Grab near the marker, it's Haas. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last Play it 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play calls and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's going to let it go. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on third. Running into the open space.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent on the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Branch. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Leaves it with the running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. On the quick spin move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. Reaches into the bagger, moves, and finds his way up to the 31.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield at Simmons. Under fire. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's just steamrolling the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
To the air, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here. In the 4th quarter, you're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Great place to start for this offense. Here comes the option. The pitch. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's now got 78 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Pushes for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Lining up to add another.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Stockton. Bears the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And the Dogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Branch. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not...
The run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Right down the middle. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop. And you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And decision coming up, but you know what you're going to do. The ball's on the 1-yard line. You go make your decision. Stay aggressive. Get after it.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here.